Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, so welcome to Classy Movie Rambles, where I talk about old movies that I found in my closet while cleaning. This week's movie is Dragon War, and it was made in 2007, and it's about 1 hour and 30 minutes long. And the movie starts with an intro sequence, and then cutting to one of the main characters named Ethan, and he's a reporter, and he's nosing around at a crash site. And he has a flashback to like 15 years ago when he and his dad was in an antique shop, and Ethan opens a chest and there's like this flash of light, and then the shop owner Jack fakes a heart attack, so his dad has to go and get heart medicine, I guess. And then the shop owner tells Ethan a story about the Dragon Wars, and it's basically about a princess and a young hero and his master fighting an army of dragon warriors and a dragon serpent kind of thing. And the hero gets like a dragon charm, and the princess and the main hero sacrifice themselves, throwing themselves into the sea. And that's the whole idea of the dragon story. And the shopkeeper then gives Ethan the same dragon charm. And then cutting to present day, where Ethan kind of realized that he has to find this girl Sarah for some reason. I think it's related to the crash site. I wasn't paying that much attention because this movie is all over the place. But then actually cutting to the other main character named Sarah, she is at the gym working out, and she sees Ethan on TV, and for some reason she acts all weird and stuff, and she goes home, and one of her friends kind of calls her up and says like, you want to go out for a couple of beers? Her girlfriend, I guess. And they go out, and Sarah's not having that much fun, so she leaves her friend and she goes out the bar, and it's pretty much in the middle of the night, and three guys start to hit on her. And then the same shopkeeper as from the prologue, Jack, he beats them up and just leave her there. It's kind of a weird scene. He came from nowhere basically. And then cutting to a guard at the zoo, and this is kind of the more funnier scene. He sees like a dragon serpent lifting up and tossing an elephant, and he freaks out and runs away, and there's this mysterious guy that's dressed in black. I think he's the main bad guy, with a sword and everything. And then cutting to Sarah filing a police report about what happened outside the bar. And then Ethan goes to Jack's shop, but the evil black dragon dude is there, but Ethan wakes up because it's just a dream, and he still haven't found Sarah at this point. And he goes to work and he finds out some clues where to actually find her. And Sarah walks up to her car, and the black dude guy is there, and she wakes up because it's also a dream. And then she wakes up for real, and she has a dragon tattoo on her arm, or on her chest, I guess. And she goes to the hospital because she is in pain. It's total logical. This movie is all up the walls. And then Ethan continues to search for Sarah and her friend, and he gets attacked by a giant serpent. And Sarah wakes up at the hospital, and for some reason she is locked up. And then Ethan learns about Sarah's location, so he goes to the hospital, and there's a funny scene where the guard at the zoo, this warden, is talking to a psychologist about this giant serpent or dragon he saw at the zoo, but they don't really believe him. So there's this funny scene where he kind of he plays along, and then all of a sudden in a later scene the serpent is actually outside the window, and he gets put in like a restraint jacket, and I thought that was funny. So Ethan goes to the hospital, and he gets in and talks to Sarah, and the giant serpent is outside. So they have to leave. They flee in a car, and the black dragon dude gets hit by the car, and there's like a little bit of a fight with one of Ethan's co-workers, and then there's another car that they get into and escape basically. And then Ethan goes to the beach with Sarah, and the FBI's investigators, they don't really believe in this dragon thing, and then again, who would, right? And then cutting to Sarah and Ethan on the beach, and this is like the pointer scene where they talk and explain things, what's actually going on. And this movie has really bad CG effects, and it's really the cuts are really jumpy, so it's hard to make sense of what's going on. Either it goes too fast or you don't know what's going on. But then cutting back to the FBI unit, and they get attacked by the dragon army and the big serpent, basically. And then after that, Sarah is hooked up to a machine that reads her brainwaves, and she has like a flashback of things that happen. And then they get chased by the serpent again, and and then cutting to the FBI's headquarters, and they don't know what to do about this, of course. And then Sarah and Ethan, his friend, they go to eat at a diner, and Ethan has to go to the bathroom or whatever, and for some reason Jack is there, and they talk about the dragon charm, I guess, and then they have to leave because they get attacked by badly CGI monsters, basically. So there's this whole kind of theme. They get chased by the dragon army, and they manage to escape, and there's like forward and backwards, and they kind of send in like a... I think she's supposed to get into a shop or something so they can get to the FBI HQ or whatever, but the shop gets taken down by the serpent because it crawls up like a building or whatever, and then the military brings in the big guns or whatever, and they shoot at the serpent. And then the bad guys attack the city with their entire badly CGI army, and Ethan and Sarah is picked up by the FBI, but it turns out that one of the agents is actually a turncoat, and he knows the whole story, and he actually shoots Ethan, and then the other FBI agent kind of shoots the rogue one, and Ethan just brush it off like nothing happened. I don't know what's going on at this point. And then Ethan and Sarah tries to leave the city, but their car gets flipped, and they get taken to the bad guy's lair. Yeah. So at the bad guy's lair, the giant serpent is there, and for some reason Sarah is gonna be sacrificed to the big serpent. And somehow Ethan's charm destroys the whole army and the main bad guy for no apparent reason. Stupid luck, I guess. And then the serpent attacks, but there's this other serpent that is good, apparently a white one, and they duke it out. And Sarah uses some BS magic that she always had, and the white serpent turns into a white, or like a dragon, I guess. And the white dragon kicks the ass out of the serpent, and for some reason she needs to sacrifice her soul to the good spirits, and she disappears, and the dragon leaves, and Ethan is left all on his own, and that's the end of the movie. So what do I think about Dragon War? This movie sucks, plain and simple. And the cover actually says has the balls to say it like this is equally impressive as the Transformers movie. LA Times said this, and I don't know. This movie sucks. The funny fact about this movie, I picked it up because that guy with the glasses, Doug Walker from the Nostalgia Critic, he said like, this movie is bad, don't watch it. And I was like, it can't be that bad. And then I picked it up, and it's really bad. The first episode 1, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, has this old dated CG graphics. It was made in like 98 or 99 or something, and the graphic kind of looked plasticky and shiny. This movie was made in 2007, and it looks the same, plasticky and shiny and not real, and the cuts doesn't make sense, and the movie plot and script is like all over the place, and the acting is not that good either. And I was like, you know what, Doug Walker was right, this movie sucks, don't watch it. Anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.